You're watching WECT, First at 4.
Hey, Dad's Day is around the corner, right? We know that Dad is the king of the household. In some cases, he may be king of the grill, right?
It's changing, but it's still true.
To make sure that he's king of the household, we've got the queen of the kitchen right here, Chef Gwen with the Glow Academy. Thanks for stopping by today.
You're welcome.
We're doing stuff to kind of help Dad with the grill, right?
We're doing stuff to help Dad with the grill and to help kids with presents. It's a fun way to make a gift for your dad.
Excellent.
Sometimes it's hard to buy for Dad.
That's awesome.
Both of these recipes, this is a dry rub, this is a wet sauce. This one will stay in your refrigerator for a month. This one stays in your cabinet indefinitely.
Terrific.
All right?
So, and nothing like getting little hands in the kitchen.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
fun.
And it's really easy and it's delicious. We're going to start with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar for the rub.
Okay.
We're going to move to a tablespoon of salt. So it's really the salt and the sugar, and 3 teaspoons are in a tablespoon.
Right.
So we're going to do that. This is the base of the rub, and then we're going to season it up.
Who doesn't like sweet and salty?
I know, really. I put this on fish and chicken. I put it on tofu. I put it on cauliflower steaks now, all kinds of stuff. We're going to move to the pepper. I like fresh ground pepper.
All right.
But you can use any pepper.
This is not something you have to refrigerate either.
No, you can just put this in your cabinet, and honestly, it stays indefinitely. These are things that don't expire.
And that's what, onion powder?
Onion powder next.
That seemed like a lot.
It is. Yeah, the rubs are very flavorful. We're going to go a little bit on the cayenne.
Okay.
Not too much. We're going to do this 1 teaspoon on the garlic, and I like the powders. We're going to do the mustard.
Okay.
And move over to the paprika, which is a lot. It's a 1/2 cup.
Oh, that is a lot.
Right.
Whoa.
That's the base of our color.
Now, I just saw at the grocery store smoked paprika. I thought it was all smoked. I guess I was wrong.
We're going to do smoked in the liquid.
Okay.
Smell that. Okay. And paprika comes from a pepper that we used to grow here.
Okay.
A pimento.
All right.
This is it. All right. Then we just kind of stir it together until it's nice and red.
So your main ingredient is indeed the paprika.
Yes, and it's followed by the sugar, and then everything else. All right. I really like this on ribs. This is my family. We do it on ribs.
Okay.
And I like to put it on the ribs. The baby backs here are easy to find. Put it on the ribs for maybe a few hours before you put them on the grill.
So even if you're rubbing it, it pays to rub earlier.
Just for the
ribs. Just like a marinade.
Yeah, just for the ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, on chicken, I'll go ahead. Chicken or steaks, I'll go ahead and just sprinkle it right before I go. Vegetables, I kind of do it as I'm grilling. I'll brush olive oil and then sprinkle on top. It's also delicious in popcorn.
Oh,
really
look at you thinking, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients. Eight ingredients.
Yeah, be careful with the celery seed. Any more than that, it makes it a tad bitter.
Okay.
But everything's great. If you like it hotter, add some more peppers. If you like more garlic, go for it. So that's it.
Do these complement each other like magnet, or do they fight each other?
No, they do. They complement each other.
Okay, so
we'll have
do
you
both.
do that. You do the liquid. We already put the brown sugar in here. I'll pour
this is the barbecue sauce.
This is the vinegar and the water.
Which surprised me because I thought it was going to be honey.
Okay.
It looked like honey, didn't it?
No, yeah, and then use the knife for that. This is the Carolina barbecue. Okay, I call it Carolina because it's not necessarily north, it's not necessarily south. It's when we used to be 13 colonies and kind of together.
Look at you, little Miss Politician here.
And the mustard comes from when we had a lot of German immigrants here, way before we became a state.
So we put these in already, so we don't have to worry about that. And how much of this?
And then we're going to do, on that one, that's the smoke, so we'll do a teaspoon.
Okay.
We'll get that smoke. You can put the spoon in there, it might be easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then we'll do the salt.
Okay.
Okay, a teaspoon of the salt.
Teaspoon of salt.
And then we'll do a little pepper.
And you're using sea salt here.
I like the sea salt. I like the kosher salt. It doesn't have a lot of iodine in it, which I think is a little bitter. So we have a lot of salt.
And what about texture? Because I know that some of that sort is a little coarser than others. Does that matter?
On the salt?
Yeah.
Well,
like it
this is fine, and I put this straight in. If it's coarse, I'll grind it. Yeah.
And then we need some of your dad's favorite music, right?
And shake it. Yeah.
Do a little shake.
Now the Carolina barbecue is thin, right?
It is,
and we know that. And so that would be for that shredded pork, or I dip my ribs into that. Now, as barbecue moved to Memphis, we added more tomato. As it moved to Kansas City, we added more sugar.
And so this, obviously, you can marinate the pork with that as well, but you can also just, once the pork comes out of the oven, you can spoon that on.
I wouldn't marinate with this. This is a finished sauce.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep, you marinate with this.
So we've got
finished with that.
2 choices.
Yep.
Guaranteed to be a gold star no matter what you do,
right?
Put
a little ribbon on there, you're good to go. go. Put it in a little bag.
Again, that's the cool thing. Not only does it taste great, but it's a great thing to get your kids involved and be able to say, Dad, we appreciate you. Now get to work.
Right. Now fire up that grill.
We're hungry.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Chef Gwen, very much. We appreciate it. We appreciate the expertise.
Super fun. I hope people enjoy it.
I hope you enjoy it as well.